the truth profoundly. These are Germans here. Follow me to the message clear. Go Paul, Das, and Paul. They say Duane the writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's blight. Gotta wake up, see the light.
Duane, have you seen this drone stuff going on all over the place with UFOs? Holy crap.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
It's just, it's the U.S. government or it's distractions or whatever. So again, this is Earth, all right? It's a big Disneyland to the world controllers. They have a lot of fun scaring people.
I mean, this is nuts. Like, I have a cousin that lives up in Ohio next to Wright Pat, and they've seen both drones, man-made drones, chasing objects that are glowing orbs and actually firing at them around Wright Pat.
Okay, so here's the idea, Phil. Okay, because again, it takes a while to understand. All right. If it doesn't make sense, then what is it? Okay. Something made up. All right. So again, just like the plants that grow in your yard and the sun shining and the sky and the ocean and the birds and animals. You know, we're on Earth, that makes sense. But, you know, all this stuff, whether it's aliens, UFOs, drones, whatever, where does it make sense? It doesn't. So somebody's doing something funny, aren't they? Just like fireworks. You see, pretty soon you grow up from this stuff. You really evolve, you might say. You become more aware. You realize it's just a bunch of funny stuff that somebody's doing. That's all. Like political speeches. It's all just funny stuff. You can listen to all the words and think that, oh, gee, now I know something. No, you don't. Because the people that, you know, spoke the words, they don't know nothing. But you got to get to that point where you learn to see this and recognize it and what does make sense. So again, that's phenomena that's created, like technology that we're using here. This is phenomena. We should be using our intuitiveness and our telepathy, not technology to where we become robots. You see? Yeah, see? It doesn't make sense. But the way
I see it, I think they're using the drones and technology to distract everyone around them. I know some people were getting close, so they're feeling threatened, so they're doing all this at once now.
No, it's their entertainment, just like the movie industry. They own the movie industry. These people are bored, so what they do is they create their own entertainment. That's all.
Well, I mean, couldn't we do that in return and counter that? We get bored of their nonsense. We create our own entertainment.
You can do whatever you want, but what I'm saying is that unless you take the time to recognize what life is, and that will take you all your life, this is the 50 years, you will just be coming back here because you'll have wasted your time again. The body will wear out. It's going to wear out. You're young right now, but if you snap of the fingers, you're going to be 50, 60, 70 years old. It's going to pass so fast. And what are you aware of? So again, all life is awareness, and unless you practice that and get in tune with that,
all life is awareness.
Then what you're doing is you're chasing phenomena, and you're thinking that, oh, well, how can we offset this or get back at them or get them arrested? See, now what you're doing is you're chasing the phenomena that they created to distract you with, that keeps you distracted, and you get nothing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah. And so in the meantime, yes, we see these things. I see them too. Okay, fine. You know, it's funny. I have a little fun with it, like Seinfeld or whatever. Because again, the personal self, see, there's two of you. There's the real awareness that's just aware. All right. And there's the personal self that you create.
5 bodies.
Okay. And that created self has a life of its own. It's not you. So until you get to the point where you recognize that that's not you, you're going to be thinking along the lines of what it wants, and it wants to be distracted. It wants to chase phenomena. You have to realize that. But the real you, once it starts to recognize what life is, it doesn't want to chase phenomena anymore. You see?
Absolutely.
So you
Absolutely.
create the personal self to help you, okay? But it's like a child, all right? It's like a child that you have to train a particular way. Otherwise, the child goes wild if you don't have some kind of, some kind of relationship with it that makes sense with the environment you're in, which is all life, which you don't see because it's invisible. So there's a lot to learn.
So I have a friend that works for Spectrum Internet who offer wireless signals or for your phones and stuff. And he was saying that the whole drone thing going on is them pushing 6G. I mean, we're supposed to be on 5G now, but
Yes.
supposedly they're pushing it and forcing it early on people.
Yes.
And it's a way to, because Elon Musk has been like doing a whole bunch of the trials and the the brain chip thing he's been doing, and it's like the activation. I guess there's a whole bunch of people in the population that have them implanted and they're not aware of it.
Phil, keep it simple. Whatever you can imagine, and don't buy this crap with Trump and Elon Musk and all this stuff. It's all a scam. This guy is into control. You can see that. You can see what Trump's doing. He's a bigger idiot than ever before. He just thinks he's Mr. Wonderful.
That's true.
They
He's
pay
a puppet.
him. They pay him to do that act, to be exaggerated. And the Trumpies, they just go out there and get all excited thinking he's going to do wonderful things. No, you just watch, give it time. It's going to get worse.
Oh yeah, I'm really worried about that.
Don't worry about it. Learn to be now. Learn to be aware. That's why you're here. Lucky you, you know about this. Let the stupid people do whatever they do. Just be aware of it. Just let it be. Okay?
Yeah,
so it's not
I'm thankful for you, Duane. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, just be okay. And yes, you see it. We got to deal with it. I do too. You know, I see the chemtrails every day in the frickin' sky. And these effing bastards are from the United States, and they're poisoning the whole planet. And they're creating a shield around the planet to block the sun, etc. So these are real bastards. There was a movie, you may have seen it. They did 3 movies, The Highlander. Okay, remember years ago? And the second movie, he put a screen around the world that blocked the sun. So again, they're telling you what they want to do, etc. So you've got all these freaking idiots like Bill Gates and Elon Musk, but you got a lot more. You got thousands and millions of them because these people are stupid and bored. Okay, so we got to deal with it. So this should motivate you to focus, do the new you, become more aware, learn to recognize the reality that all life is. That's a huge journey. Otherwise, you stay trapped here in this mind frame matrix. Yeah, you will stay trapped here just like you are now. So you can think you know whatever. Guess what? You know nothing. So until you get to the point where you know nothing, because all the information you've been fed is nonsense. It's according to the system. Oh yeah, you can read and write. You can understand the system, but you're programmed to it just like a computer. You need to learn all your intuitiveness and learn to see with your real awareness while you're operating your 5 bodies and especially your personal self here. This is not you. You created this thing. So watch what it does and what it wants. Okay. So again, it's not about, having nothing or being celibate or all this weird stuff like monks do. No, that's not it at all. Just simply be aware. Okay. Just simply learn to be aware and be now. There's no future. There's no past. Forget time. Just be now. And yes, if you have an appointment, set it up, schedule it, do all the funny things the personal self does. But learn to recognize the difference between your personal self and your real awareness, first of all. Okay? Learn to identify that with yourself and really recognize it and utilize that. It's very important, very, very important. Not just some cute spiritual idea or old words of wisdom. No, that's duh. Okay, that's babysitting days. It's a matter of awareness. When you stop thinking, stop everything, those 5 bodies, and just be now, you're aware. And let me tell you this. You want to know this. All right. You know, the big thing And everybody will get it because the body grows old, just like a car. Either dementia, autism, or Alzheimer's. Okay, especially where you forget. Don't worry about that. So what?
The three A's.
I see that my personal self has some Alzheimer's or whatever, if you want to diagnose it. But it's in your fluoride, it's in everything, it's in the chemtrails, it's the aluminum. What I'm saying is that when you are now and when you are aware, so what if you forget something? So what? And if you need to know, go ask somebody or look on the internet, whatever. So what? I forget
Read a
things all.
book. I mean, the new books tell you a lot once you understand them. I'm still very, very young in understanding it, but there's so much information in those.
Because again, this is coming up for you, if you don't already have it, because of all the aluminum in the air and everything. And that is that you're going to forget. Do not be concerned. Fine. So what? Forget what? What? All the stupidness you learned? Let it go. Forget it. If you forget something or forget where to put your car keys, know that they're going to show up, and they will, okay? Unless someone stole them or what have you, then you got to figure it out, okay? So as you become more aware, you become more creative. But see, this is a big deal, okay? They want people to forget, so they use the aluminum, they use all this stuff to give people Alzheimer's and forgetting, etc., dementia, whatever. These are distractions. But you don't have to be concerned. You be now, you are aware. Now it's the personal self that doesn't remember. So what? It's a dummy, okay? That's all it is. It's a dummy. So if you know something else, you can get the information. And if you don't, it's not important anyhow, because like the sun shining, it's always now. And hey, there are no gods. There's no time. So you don't have to look at anything stupid anymore. You are aware. And when this physical body passes, you can go into better places with the real guides or into the real universes. So you're fine, you see? So I'm just giving you a heads up of this. Don't be concerned about forgetting things.
Yeah, I just feel I'm not aware yet. I'm definitely early on the path. And I heard in Kentucky recently, they started putting titanium powder in the water supply and even bottled water. And I don't even know how to filter that out.
Everything's poison. Just it's a blanket consideration, dude. It's not that, oh, I just heard they did this. No, they did this 50, 100 years ago, dude. Way before you were born. This stuff has already been planned. It's already in everything. So again, look to your awareness. And then watch how the personal self acts and reacts, okay? So again, make sense with the personal self and know that's not you, but just deal with it, okay? Like a kid or your car. If something's wrong, you deal with it, okay? But sometimes it makes funny noises. It still drives, all right? Still drives. You can still drive it, all right? But if it totally goes out, yeah, you fix it or whatever. Well, the body's the same way, so... No, everything's poisoned. Everything. The food, everything's got plastic in it. It's got crap in it. There's no organic. Everything's poisoned. Yeah, just deal with it. I'm surprised we're alive. Seriously. Because there is so much poison on this planet in the last 200 to 300 years. It's unbelievable. And it's only getting worse every day. And you'll notice the politicians, none of them confront it. None of them talk about it. They don't talk about the chemtrails. They don't talk about the bad water, the GMO, the Wi-Fi, anything like that. They don't talk about it because you know why? They're all deceptors.
It almost seems like they're trying to force us to be artificial than real.
Yes, exactly, because they want you to see what people don't realize. It's not that, oh, you're being poisoned now and these are bad guys and we should try and get them and put them away. No, duh. The big picture is they want you for ongoing lifetimes. Just to keep going, stay unconscious. Because, see, the shapeshifters, the reptilians, their lifespan keeps going. It just keeps going. They've figured out creation to where they just keep going. And they keep utilizing others for slaves because they're lonely and bored and afraid themselves. So they want you around. They want stupid people around to control. So again, the bigger picture is they want you for ongoing lifetime. So they don't care if they kill you right now because they've got you going to the other side, just like in the Matrix where you got all these tubes in you, and then they stuff you into another body, okay? And then you come back again and they play with you or they eat you, whatever. You see? You grow the cow, you cut it up, you eat it. Yeah, same thing. Human farming. That's the bigger picture and this is the one that most people don't know about because a lot of people are into religions and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, oh, I don't believe in reincarnation and all this stuff. It's not about belief, dude. It's the cycle of things. But if you don't want to be aware of it, fine. Everybody can have whatever they want. You can have your choice. You can stay unaware. But see, you know this now, Phil. And so you practice. You figure out how to become more aware, and the new you does that. The real guides are giving you experiences. You figure them out, and as time goes on, all of a sudden, you're going to start putting things together better and better. But just like going to school, give yourself time, but just practice that, being aware, and watching yourself, the things you do. And yes, go to work, love your family, do all this stuff.
Yeah, you still need to live. You still need to feed yourself. Otherwise, there's no point.
Of course.
That's what I was trying to drill into Eric's head, and he seems to slowly starting to get over it this past week. That he's starting to listen.
But you want to see. You want to see more than just the personal self. You want to learn, okay, to separate that personal self from your awareness while you're operating. Because you are not the personal self. You are not this person. It's all made up. Okay? It's a made up thing. You made it up. Like you make up your life every day. It's all made up. But it's a solid thing because, see, this is the ability, not power. Okay? That's different. But the ability that your awareness has to produce bodies so that you have experience that shows you what life isn't. You have to go through the experience. Then this is a simulator, a simulation. Just like pilots, before they fly the big jets, they got to go through simulation school. They're not going to just stick them in there because, again, they're not going to know what they're going to do. So they stick them in a simulator room, don't they? They do this with soldiers.
Yeah, I heard that was onboarding for the reptilians.
Yeah,
it's the start of the control. It's a conditioning
kind of system.
Yeah, but they had what you didn't learn in school is that you're in the simulator, but they've told you that this is life, and we have scientific proof. You have blood, you have cells, you have a brain, you have organs, and all this stuff. So you're a living thing. Well, no, it's not so. It's not so at all. It's all simulation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and as you become more aware, eventually, you don't need the personal self anymore because you are awareness and you're free of it. You're this awesome being you're in an endless awareness that's more awesome than anything in creation. But it takes time to get there, okay? So again, it's a process. Yeah, so you're on your way as you keep doing it and keep looking to the guidance and trying to figure out how to recognize what all life is, as opposed to creation. Because again, you've been taught that creation is life, and it's not. It's a simulator.
Yeah.
It's all simulation. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to tell Eric is because Eric's kind of prone to outbursts without consideration to others. We've actually been working on that all week, and so as weird as it might sound, I actually had him imagine and visualize inside his head as if he was in a simulation, and to repeat the whole, like he had a certain scenario set up and he had to repeat through it again and again and again until he kind of got a more positive feedback.
You're already doing it with your video games. The video games that you're playing, that's what you're in. You just don't realize it. You just don't objectively realize it. There's two good movies, okay? One is their old movies. One is called Brainstorm with Natalie Wood, okay? And the other one is called Lawnmower Man from the 80s.
Lawnmower Man is a fantastic, informative movie.
It shows you right there. It's even better But Brainstorm came out right before that, okay? That was the virtual reality stuff, okay? So that starts to give you a heads up. But yes,
I've tried VR
Lawnmower
before.
Man is better, okay? It shows you because you are in the simulator playing simulator games. So those games that you're playing, you're already in it. This is how they've set it up, but you don't recognize that.
Wait, what?
That's the difference. You don't recognize it. You think, oh, I'm playing a game, and this is me. I'm life, but this is a game. No, you're in the game, all right? But you don't recognize it yet.
So wait, Duane, you're saying that we're in VR right now?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, and you don't realize it. Just like the Matrix movie, the first one, he didn't realize he was in the Matrix until he got into another dimension within the Matrix to give him an objective view of this personal life that he had. You see, all of a sudden he started to get an objective view of the life that he thought was a real life. So you're already in it, you just don't recognize it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you decide, now that you have the information, that's step one, like reading the owner's manual, okay? So now you decide, just like buying a television set, you read the owner's manual, you decide if you're going to turn it on and watch it. So you decide if you're going to figure this out. You got the information.
Absolutely.
You decide if you're going to figure it out. Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's up to you. That's where the guidance comes in, okay? So again, if you're willing, then the guides will step up and help you, you see? So, but if you're not, see, they can't help everybody because, again, not everybody's willing. Most people say, no, that's all baloney. I'm fine. You know, I like my life. I'm fine. All right, fine. Don't touch them. But it's just like you and Phil, you and Eric, you stepped up, you found me. And so here's the idea. So as you continue, all right, but that's figuring it out. See, step one is to figure out yourself according to creation. That's step one. Okay. Yeah.
Step two for Eric was word of mouth. I mean, personally, I owe a lot to Eric because I am only here because he brought me here.
Right.
He piqued my interest.
Right. Right. See, as you go through this and as you go through the funny things in your everyday life, just watch your everyday life, just what you're doing, etc. And take a look at what really makes sense. Look at the world you're in. Look what's taking place in the world. Look at all the news and stuff like that. Yeah, just take a look at it objectively. You know, from it, what makes sense. Now look at the natural environment, how it is, how it recycles itself automatically. Now everything that's created, you have to maintain it, and it turns to junk. It pollutes the natural environment and destroys it. So now, do birds do this? Do they destroy their environment? No, because they're more aware than people are. They're more intuitive, and people think they're smart. Yeah, see, they don't do that, but people do. So look at all the inventions that have destroyed the environment, but people think, oh, wow, this is a big deal. But it's all phenomena. But look at the indigenous people. They never did that. They worked with the natural environment because they knew how precious the natural environment is. Well, the bankers and the controllers, well, they don't give a shit. It's all about money and controlling others. So that's why we have the world today all poisoned and polluted, because of people that want to control others. Now, do the birds control others? No, they don't do that. Everybody's fine. See, everybody could be fine, but you've got these individuals that want to control others. So what do? They create all this crap. They create buildings. They create the White House. They create technology, flying saucers. For what? Military, guns, bombs. For what? To control.
Well, I personally thought the reptilians were the aliens, and humans are just a byproduct of their control and genetic manipulation.
Yeah, well, they've because you have to see how, you know, it's like this. A child is born. Adolf Hitler, when he was a little kid, he was born a baby. I'm sure he's a sweet little kid. And
I mean, I heard Biden was related to him, and he was controlling it, kind of
doesn't
progressing
matter.
it along.
Relationships are made up. Okay, we're each individuals. So, see, again, that's where you get sidetracked. You get sidetracked.
Bill and I are in a relationship.
Well, again, that's choice. I'm telling you there's no such thing, but if that's what you want, you create that for yourself. That's your creation, okay? But there's no such thing. Look at the sun shining. Where's the relationship? There's no relationships, all right? That's all made up.
I mean, on the real side, it kind of has been.
Yeah, but you want to play that game, go ahead. I raised my daughter as an individual, not as a daughter that it's like, oh, this is my daughter. No, that's nuts. All right. This is an individual that came in here, wanted experiences with me. So that's what I taught her, to be aware. That was the whole idea, not to be stupid. But most parents teach their kids to be stupid. Yeah. Look at your life up to the point where you've come to know this. You were taught to be stupid. Your parents taught you to be stupid because they were taught to be stupid. They were taught to be stupid. Yeah. Who in the hell goes out there and votes for a system to control them? Stupid people.
I know someone else on my Fortnite team goes out and votes. Voted for Kamala.
Well, you decide if you want to make sense of your life or not. That's up to you. If you don't, fine. I don't care.
Wait,
nobody cares.
I thought Eva made some images of Rebazar voting, like around November. What happened to those?
Well, we still use those. I printed some in Spanish down here. Vote for Rebazar down here. We nailed up his pictures. I do that all the time. I did it in Huntington Beach too, because I take whatever.
I didn't know he was running.
It's not about that, Eric. Wake up.
Sorry.
Okay? Use your intuitiveness once in a while instead of just your mind. And that is.
Please don't speak unless spoken to.
So what I do is
Sorry, Dad.
I see what's going on, so I play the game, and I pretend that Rebazar's running also for office. So when the unaware people look at that picture of Rebazar, they're thinking, oh, this guy's running for office. Well, they see his image. You see? I'm passing around his image, and they may see him on the real side, and all of a sudden, they may start to wake up because of his image. But you see, I use the voting idea as an excuse to share his image. So I don't look weird like some cult person out there. Oh, this guy's a cult. He's putting up pictures of this, this terrorist guy here. Yeah, because
you are not in a cult. What the fuck?
Rebazar looks like an Iranian or whatever. People think, oh, this is some kind of cult thing or whatever.
That's messed up.
He's running for office. See, so I play the game too. So again,
wait, but what office?
You've been routined to think, you've been mind framed to think that, oh, when people are running for office, this is official. Guess what, kids? It's all baloney and it's all made up. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Okay?
Yeah.
So they can do it. I can do it too. I can do whatever I want. You see? But you're thinking, oh no, we can't do that because they're official. You see? And you're not. Who says you're official? Well, they made themselves official. It's all baloney. They got little badges. They got little medals on their jackets and stuff like that. They made all those things up. It's all baloney. Do you see the birds with, police badges or medals or military hats? No, you don't, because they're not stupid like people are. That's why. Have you figured that out yet? They're not stupid like people. Yeah, there you go. It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Look at the natural environment, how it is. That'll give you a clue. Look at the sun shining. You're lucky you have a sun. They want to block it out. They're poisoning the air. Yeah. Do you care? Well, I suggest you share what I'm doing and whatever, and what the previous are and the guides are doing. Because as you
Absolutely.
share, you will become more aware. You have to prove yourself. You have to step up and, just tell it like it is. Go out there, share the new you, etc. And guess what? Then life will share with you. That's how it works.
Yeah. So I mean, despite as much as bad the controllers are, they do have some. So I found some success in using some of their methods on, say,
Well,
Eric here. I started
yeah.
calling Eric my pet, and reversed kind of psychologically got him to start listening, and he's just in a week's time he's
There you
completely
go.
turned
See,
around.
this is where you become more creative, Phil. Yes, use their tactics. Now, when you watch movies, movies are very good. Val and I watch movies all the time and all kinds of stuff because I like movies. I always have. And I said, look, Val, look at this idea right here. See, they're showing you what to do. They're showing you how to protect yourself. They're showing you what to be aware of, etc. So you're in this world. Things are happening. Don't think they're not, because they are. All right. And yeah, you're going to come into 6G, 7G, 8G. You're going to see people walking more so and more so around like zombies, because this stuff is really radically going to affect them. There's going to be more riots. There's going to be more weird stuff happening. You're seeing the drones, the saucers, whatever. Okay, the end result is, what is each person doing? Look at what they're doing, not the ideas that people are talking about. Forget that. Yeah. Look at what they're doing. Again, like the birds. It's not about what people say about the birds. Oh, birds are stupid. They don't know what they're doing. It's about what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. They're fine. They're self-sufficient. They don't bother anybody. They don't destroy their environment. Where do you get this stupid stuff? See? It's not about the words. It's about what you do. So watch what people do. Not their words. Look at Trump. Look at the politicians. They're all liars. They go up there and they tell stories, and then they're doing secret deals, and just like Elon Musk and that, sending up rockets to up the G's to mind frame people even more. Yeah, it's all about control. So it's not about the words, it's about what they're doing, isn't it? Yes. Yeah.
See,
very
so
real.
like two nights ago, Eric and I were watching the Die Hard movie, and there's a lot of hidden knowledge in that one. Have you seen that one?
I saw all the Die Hard several times.
Yeah.
I've seen all
we
those.
Also watched the new
movies.
Sonic movie, Sonic 3.
You know which ones are really good is the Bourne movies and the Mission Impossibles with Tom Cruise.
Oh, yes, really... Mission Impossible has a lot of secret messages hidden inside it.
Yeah. Yes, all of those, they're showing you what they're doing. Here's the idea. They created all these agencies, so it justifies them, and then they create the bad guys also. Okay, this is what people don't get. They also create the bad guys, all right, to create all this distraction. You don't think that the government, just like down here or anywhere, the government is in with the cartel, the drug dealers. The U.S. government, D.C., District of Columbia, that's where all the drugs come from, the DEA. They steal the drugs from others. These are all cult members, okay? D.C. is drug capital. That's what it stands for. They take in all the drugs.
I had
they
no
sell.
idea.
Oh yeah. They're in the drug business. They do the poppy fields in Afghanistan. They've got all the American soldiers over there guarding the stuff. They send them pallets of printed money to keep their mouths shut. But a lot of people, you can go on YouTube, you'll see a lot of people confessing to it. Go on YouTube, watch videos about all this stuff. Yeah, the Washington, D.C. Corporation, they're the biggest drug dealers in the world, along with the Vatican and the monarchy and all of them. They're all bullshitters. They control it. They're all bullshitters. The big three are D.C. Corporation, monarchy, and the Vatican. They're the puppets of the shape-shifting reptilian on the planet Earth. They govern the Earth.
The British royal family has a lot of in-depth history into that as well. They're all corrupt, and quite a few of them are pedophiles as well.
It's it don't matter. They're all bastards, and they eat people. They kill children. They drink their blood. Like Hollywood, they created Hollywood. They created the movie industry. They own it.
But they're like
It's
real
all
vampires.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the vampire thing. They are vampires. Yeah, it's all there.
Whoa.
It's all in the movies. They're showing you what they're doing.
Do they do
That's-
the whole like turn into a bat thing and the kind of thing?
They are shapeshifters. They have technology. They have abilities. They can do a lot of stuff, Aaron.
Damn. How
Yeah,
do we
very-
fight that?
Yeah, it's all very real. It's all very, very real. But they keep it from you because they want to keep you stupid. But, you know, when you start to know too much or whatever, they want to get rid of you. But you have Rebazar and the real guides there. They're going to protect you. Okay? So as long as you don't get stupid, they're going to protect you. But if you go off on your own, you're on your own. You got to deal with it. And most people do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm really trying to wake Eric up here and just to calm down, slow down, most importantly, and just listen. And it's and at least so I have two other friends that have gotten involved with the new thing. They're still very early on, and that in fact that has been the biggest challenge I've had is just get them to just listen. Don't overthink everything. But everybody just wants to
They're
overthink
literal
absolutely
logical.
everything.
You have to, yeah. You have to see it for yourself. You have to let them know. You have to just slow down and make sense. But it takes a while, Phil, because the world is geared up, okay? There are time makers that make the time go faster. You'll notice that time goes faster. It actually does. And at certain times, it slows down. That's why they created daylight savings time and all this stuff like that. It's to screw up your mind, okay? Did the indigenous people have daylight savings time? What the hell does that matter? Everything is now. But you see, they time frame you. They make you think there's such a thing as time. And so again, yes, the world is scheduled out. We see that objectively, but you don't have to go along with it. Yes, you're in it, but you play the game and you're aware of what's going on, okay? So you're not the victim of it. This is what, trying to get across. You want to be the victim? You want to constantly be the effect of things? Have fun. You're on your own. Or do you want to listen? Okay. Learn and listen. Well, and then you'll start to see. You want to learn to see what's going on with yourself, with the world, and what else there is. Because the big step is the invisibility that life is, but it becomes visible when you recognize it. But other than that, it would seem as though it doesn't exist at all. But you have to learn to recognize it, and that takes quite a while. So you go in steps. First of all, it's about yourself, it's about creation, and then learning to see the difference between your awareness and your personal self with the 5 bodies. Your 5 bodies, you have your 5 senses here, seeing, taste, touch, smell, whatever, with your physical body. Your astral body, your second body, that's the one you usually dream in. Now, the movie The Matrix, that is the body that Neo used. He used his astral body, okay? His second body, your emotional body, your sensation body, okay? Third body is memory body. That's where your memory is, corresponds to your faculty. Then your mind. And the biggie next to your real awareness is your intuitiveness, because it's not mental, it's more fluid. So that's your intuitiveness. But many people mistake that for the soul idea or their awareness, but it's not. It's just something that gives the hints to that until you recognize that awareness. So yes, you have to go through the steps and you have to be patient. But as you learn this, I went out the first year that I was with Paul in 1970. I went out the first year and started doing introductory lectures in the public, and that's where you learn. You're going to learn by sharing with others, okay? So the new presentation is not a teaching. It is not a path. It is not spiritual. It's real, and it makes sense, okay? We have real guidance, and we have a real education to provide for people so they can wake up from this passing dream. You are in the passing dream. Now, in the movie The Matrix, Neo did not wake up. See, this is the bluff too. So again, he simply went into another dimension, okay, that gave him an objective view about his previous personal life, okay? That's all it did, but he was still in the matrix. Okay, and people are thinking, oh, we'll escape the matrix by doing astral projection and remote viewing. No, you won't. Not even close. All right, so it ain't going to do it for you, or being spiritual or whatever, okay? So again, no, there's a whole lot more to it than that. But it does give you the idea, all right? It starts you along. And so it's a huge process. Again, look at yourself when you went to school. You know, kindergarten to 12th grade, look at how long that took. And when you went through all of that and you were finally 18 years old, what the hell did you know? You didn't know a goddamn thing. What, you could read and write according to the system? Were you intuitive with nature? Could you talk to the birds, you know, the trees? No, you were stupid. You got nothing. What? Oh, now it's time to get a job. Oh, you came to Earth to get a job. Does that make sense? Did the Indians have jobs? Did they get a paycheck? Did they chase money? Did they pay taxes? Did they have standing militaries? See, again, little objectivity here. See, what makes sense? But at the same time, you don't negate the world because it's already established. So you can go pound down the buildings if you want and blow them up, but that's not going to do it. That's only going to cause more trouble for you. So what you do is you become more aware, yeah, and clever, to where nothing can touch you. Yeah, it's a lot more fun.
Absolutely, yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you become invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do you even need to be visible? Just a lot of problems.
It's just a risk to be visible at that point. It really is.
Well, your awareness is invisible, so start focusing on your awareness and be invisible and let the personal self do what it does, its stuff, and just manage it, eat, sleep, do whatever you're doing. Okay, fine. Yeah, you just go along because you need it as an objective view of what not to do. Everything that you're doing with the personal self, you will eventually recognize you won't want any of it because it's worthless, all of it. You'll be done with the experience, just like when you went to kindergarten, first grade, second grade. You want to go back to high school? It's all stupid, isn't it? Look at where you are now, okay? You want to go back there? For
well,
what?
I mean, honestly, my opinion is most people won't change from the high school attitude, and they still got their social structure. They're still complete assholes, and
oh, yeah.
they want to be the top of their food chain.
Yeah, because see, again, you're not taught, you know, to be intuitive or imaginative in school. So most people, they want to go back to what they know. Oh boy, I like my high school days. No, I had a cute girlfriend and all this stuff like this and whatever. You want to go back to those stupid classrooms and do all that stuff like that and be done? Well, guess what? In your next lifetime, you'll be there again. Keep wishing it. You'll be back there. You see, you program yourself. When people chase the future, you are setting up your future lifetimes. That's why you want to be now, and there is no future, because you're going to be in another body type unaware. Is that what you want? No, you want to be aware to where you don't need bodies anymore, because the endlessness life is awesome beyond anything you can imagine here. This is nothing. This is black and white. You're in black and white. I don't
like,
care
what is it
color.
like to be endless or whatever? Because if you don't have a body and there's not like a world,
You can't
what is it
answer
like?
that. You can't answer that. See, that's your mind asking the question, thinking that you're going to get an answer. See, that's how you've been taught. No, you have to become aware of it yourself. So all you can get is the hints to become aware, and that's a big step. So just like when you were a little boy, as far back as you can remember, 2, 3, 4 years old, to where you are now, look at how long it took you to get right here. And look at what you know. You know nothing. So again, how long do you think it's going to take you to recognize what all life is?
Oh, like another 10
Thousands.
years maybe?
Duh. See, that's your mind again. No, your mind doesn't know. Whatever you think, Eric, that ain't it. No way. That's not it. So you got a lot to learn. Little by little. Yeah.
I guess
But
so.
you'll do it. You'll do it if you pay attention and start figuring out your experiences. And it doesn't matter how you figure them out. Just do something. See? Just do something.
You crew, we gather round, real guys bring the truth profound. These are Germans here, for me to the message clear. Go Paul, dance and Paul, they say Duane the writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's blight, gotta wake up, see the light. Don't think, just feel the vibe. The suns are gonna cause it dry. Break the chains, the mental hold. Truth unfold, the storms are guide. A cosmic drive. Break the chains, the mental hold. The truth unfold, the story told. We strong, and unite front. Against the darkness, we will hunt time to break the simulation spell with new you power. We are skibbity new you. Breaking free from the matrix. Dark forces lurking, reptilian scheme. That lies that control a twisted dream. You together, we rise above. Shattering the lies, spreading risky. I knew you're staring at the thing to be done.